How did you come up with Zeck Felms?
I took a shit. It made me a completely different person.
You edited me to eat a fucking chicken wing!
I can make those jokes myself.
It was probably one of the most difficult choices I had in my life.
How much views?
20k views in total. If there is an opportunity to grow in your life, you should take it.
Zeck Felms was removed and deleted.
Most difficult choices I had in my life. The first time I was crying. The second time I didn't know what to say.
I'm down to invest in the channel.
The situation is getting worse and worse every day.
How did YouTube change you?
My personal advice, speaking about the niche bending, is...
All right, welcome back to the channel. Today I have an amazing guest with me, legendary Zeck Felms and founder Mario. Mario, welcome to the pod. We anticipated this conversation for a long time. Obviously, we've been working together for a long time, scaling Zeck Felms, and finally today we will reveal some of the journey and just speak about this amazing legendary channel. Welcome to the pod, bro.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure for me.
Sure. And I want to start with the most spicy question. How did you come up with Zeck Felms? How it happened?
So it's a really long story behind the channel. Basically, you know, I started the channel based on the Zeck Felms channel. You know, everybody know that channel, and I was really obsessed with that kind of videos, and I thought that maybe doing videos that were more in a humoristic style with different endings that they just make people laughing or just being funny was a very cool idea. So then I just started doing these 3D animation videos just by myself. So the idea behind the channel, as I said, was just to make people funny, to make people laughing based on that. So at the beginning, I thought that the idea could work, and you know that's the result we have today. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah,
that's awesome. I know a lot of people who are thinking about faceless YouTube, who are trying to come up with idea, who are searching for the niche. For you, it happened the other way around. So you basically, from what I understand, and maybe you tell me a different story, but from what I understand, you didn't even think about YouTube as a business model. You basically you just thought that this could be funny to make those videos, and then you went ahead and made them yourself. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Basically, where did you get the idea that you want to do content, you want to do it faceless? How did it all start?
So, as I said, I started by myself. So, I have no knowledge in doing videos. As you said, it was just for fun.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I noticed that I really liked what I was doing. So I just enjoying what I was doing. It was just for fun, exactly. So, there was no thinking about making money behind a faceless channel, because I follow YouTube since I was very young, and I'm really passionate by videos. I never tried by myself doing something really and focus on the brand or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the beginning, as I said, I was alone, so I had to teach by myself everything. So I had to learn everything by myself. And it was very hard at the beginning, you know, because if you don't have knowledge in what are you doing, it's quite difficult to understand maybe how to make a video, how to engage people, how to make scripts or something like that, you know. But by time, you know, you can understand and just learn it by yourself, watching other people videos, taking inspiration from maybe big channels. So
yeah.
You know, for me it worked like that. So it's just it takes time. It's something that you need to understand by time. Yeah.
Right. What's interesting to me, probably the most insightful part is, let's say when I was starting the art of war, I already had background in content. I knew how to overall put together the script, what should be the hook, how can we like engage the viewer throughout the video. And obviously I didn't make the videos myself, so I think that my journey was way easier than yours in that regard, because like as you said, you were learning everything from scratch. Can you describe how can you describe your background? Because we obviously spoke before the cameras. You said that you had some background in music, but how would you describe your creative background before starting this channel? Did you have some, creative profession before? Did you do something creative, or like you completely started brand new and basically learned every single step of the journey?
Yeah. For the creative part, I always try to think about out of the corners. But before doing the channel, I never tried something like this. We were speaking about music before YouTube, but many years ago I was doing that. But
right.
It wasn't a very big deal for me. It wasn't really successful. So speaking about the creative part, and the way I do the videos, it's just what I really like, and what makes me laughing, and what I love.
Yeah. The
channel is based on memes, is based on funny stuff. So it's not something that if you don't have it, I think personally, it's not something that you probably can do but from scratch.
So like you said, and that's what's really again incites me. You were basically a consumer of this type of content, of this type of humor, and at some point you were just like, I can make those jokes myself. I can make them funnier. I can see how I combine, let's say, Zeck Felms, and then this style of unexpected humor and all of this kind of stupid jokes, and then how to make it in a way that like many people are actually gonna laugh from it and enjoy it. So this was a very incredible combination, because like since I think you started like pretty much at the same time with me and Art of War, like it was similar months, or maybe like in a couple of weeks after, but whatever. And back then there was only like Zeck Felms, and basically besides them there was no successful 3D channels, and Zeck Felms was probably the first who actually did a very good twist on what Zeck Felms did. So that was very insightful.
Yeah. What I always say that in my specific case, for me it's 50% luck. Absolutely, because I think in every kind of work you need to be lucky 100%.
Yeah.
So in my case, I think the 50% was luck, 100%. Yeah, 50% was luck, and
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But and the other 50% was the idea itself.
Yes,
was something that probably at that time was never seen before, and I think that the key behind my channel is that people always think to see a product that is similar to what they already saw.
Yeah.
Like speaking about Zeck Felms.
Yes.
But then at the ending is something that is completely different. And I think that the people actually understood the kind of humor and the idea behind the channel. So speaking about the other 50% is the idea itself, is making something that probably nobody ever did before, or probably nobody is expecting from a market that already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that on YouTube especially, the idea for the channel, like basically your niche is like one of the most important things. As you said, like 50% of your success. I kind of disagree that the rest 50 is luck. I think it was also, we'll talk about the hard work, but I think you were putting like just insane amount of like actual work into figuring it out. Yeah. And it also played a part. Obviously luck is like some of it. Like you had to do it like at the right time with the right angles. You had to have like the right set of skills, and understanding memes is a skill as well. So it's of course, you know, some people say it's stupid jokes, but then like you have to understand how to make people laugh. It's also an art, you know, on its own. So Okay, yeah, the idea is definitely important, but did you maybe, again, I don't know the answer, but did you try anything like this before, or was it like, a brand new idea that you just got and you immediately just went ahead and started the channel? Hey, real quick, before you continue watching, on February 25th, I'm hosting my first ever live 2-hour workshop that will completely change the way the faceless YouTube space works. While everyone else is searching for faceless YouTube niches, during this workshop, I'm gonna give you 500 ready-to-use, hand-picked branded niches that are blowing up right now. Not only that, I will also show you the tools that my team and I are using to dominate those niches and get views like this, or like that. I call this strategy the niche bending, and it has already helped Ollie get 10 million views real time, Seab scale past $50,000 with YouTube Shorts, and Rom hit 1 million followers. And as an extra bonus for joining early, you're gonna get access to 2 weeks of the niche bending bootcamp, where every single day we will break down new YouTube niches, formats, and scripts, and you will have an ability to talk personally to me and validate your niches on a go. I've never done something like this before. The value of it is easily over $2,000, but if you join today, you can get a ticket for as low as 97 bucks. You'll find a link to save your spot in the description, or scan this QR code on the screen and join me live on February 25th.
So I think a couple of years ago, after not couple, maybe 3 years ago, straight after the COVID, me and my brother, we made just a TikTok channel on very stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And we call it what happened in our house. Yeah, it was just a funny channel that we were just making sketch videos about what happening during maybe a speech with our mom or something like that.
Right.
But it wasn't very successful, as I started with Zeck Felms. It was just for fun, so it wasn't really successful. But yeah, speaking about something similar that is to my idea nowadays, is the most accurate thing is that channel that is dead. Of course,
Yeah.
we deleted that, but yeah, the most close thing to Zeck Felms was that channel. But behind that, there is nothing else.
So you never tried any other like YouTube stuff, any other like, let's say, AI channels, nothing? It's incredible for the first attempt. Like, to me, I probably told you this, but I failed like 5 channels before starting Art of War, and I tried all kinds of weird stuff, AI stories, AI slop. I tried everything just to see what can get me the first like initial views and stuff. But then, hitting it with the first ever attempt, that's just incredible.
Yeah, I remember that when I was doing the videos, I probably got less than 1,000 views for 2 weeks in total. And I remember for making a video, it took me 4 or 5 days. So
Right.
it was a long journey before the big
the
big
hit.
jump. The big hit. Yeah. But it was a very good journey for me,
Right.
and I learned a lot of skills that I didn't know. It's something that I built on myself, but it made me a completely different person, understanding about the market in YouTube, understanding, of course, how to make people laughing. That before we were speaking about luck, and I say the 50% is luck because in my specific case, making people laughing is something that, as you said, you need to know. You need to know how to do it. And of course, you need to know where to stop, because the humor, it's something that if you overdo it, for sure, is going to be absolutely annoying or boring. So repetitive stuff or something like that. So in my case, I think I had to say I was 50% luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still disagree. But
yeah,
okay,
I understand it, because in your case, because you failed maybe 4 or 5 channels. So,
but also, you saying that you work for like 4 days to complete a video, and then saying that it's all because of luck, it's not true. It's the hard work that you put in, like in the right place in the right time, and basically luck in this case is just, how Steve Jobs said it. He said that like back in college, I learned calligraphy for absolutely no reason, and then when he was designing the first Mac, he basically introduced. He was the first one to add different fonts to the computer. Like
I didn't know.
yeah, and basically he said that you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward, meaning your intuition only makes sense when you look back in the past and you look at your journey and you're like, oh wow, I did this and that, and this led me to the position where I was able to do to introduce fonts to the computer because I took calligraphy classes for no reason back in college. So you scrolling the feed and looking at memes, it was it was something that finally took you to the place where you were like, cool, I know how to make people laugh, I know how to put these jokes that they will enjoy, and I know how to build a community. Like this is also a big aspect of Zeck Felms that we'll probably touch on, because I think Zeck Felms has one of the most incredible communities in all faceless YouTube. It's just the level of support and love that you get in comments. It's just insane. Like even OnlyFans models don't get that. So
I feel that every single day, because looking around other channels, maybe in the similar 3D niche,
they're all dead. Like nobody loves them, nobody engages with them. It's like all AI created comments bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I wanted to paint for the viewer your journey, because for now it looks like you started and boom, you're successful. The channel is almost at 1 million followers, like everything is perfect. But then, as you said, you started by figuring out how to make those videos by yourself. So basically you learned 3D animation from scratch compared to other people who probably like myself, who hired freelancers to do it. Like you basically did it by yourself. So do you remember the first 5-10 videos that you posted and how they performed on YouTube? And I know that you were quite big on TikTok, Instagram. Can you walk me through how much views or engagement you got on your first ever videos, and how did it feel?
So I'm not really sure about the first 10 videos, but I can 100% tell you about the 3, 4, 5 videos.
Yeah, of course.
As I said, for the first couple of months, I probably didn't even reach the 20K views in total, around 5-6 videos, because the first videos I did, they were absolutely trash.
Yeah.
I was learning. I never touched a 3D software before, so they were completely bad compared to what we are doing now. But I remember that the views were completely zero, almost not even 100 views, or not even 200 views. As I showed you a couple of days ago, the logo I had before. Yeah, that's the only screenshot that I have of.
We can probably put it on a screen for people to laugh.
100% send it to you.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's the first video did 9 views in the first 2 days, and the second one probably did 50 views or more. But then that's it. Until I didn't made a video that completely blew up the channel. My views were completely trash, so bad. And I continued doing that till 3, 4, maybe even 6 months till I reached the goal of making a video that completely skyrocketed the channel itself.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. And then do you remember your feelings? So we're talking now about the video that skyrocketed the channel. So do you remember how it happened, and basically how you felt back then when you saw this graph and real time on YouTube? How was it?
It's probably one of the best feeling I had during my life, because I remember the exact day I posted that video probably at 3 in the afternoon, and then I just left it like every video before that, because I knew that they were not doing so good. So my feeling was the same. But then I was going out with my girlfriend for a dinner, and when we came back, I checked the video, and it was over 2 million views. Yeah, in less than 6-7 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, but then the feeling was something that I never felt before, It's something that I cannot describe it straight away. It's something that I never felt before, and seeing all those views, all those people watching your video and commenting and seeing that they're loving what are you doing is something that you can describe completely. It's a very good feeling that you gotta be careful 100% for sure, because I always say that if you do what you're doing for the views, for making money, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah.
And as we were speaking 5 minutes ago, I didn't start for that reason. So after that, I continued doing what I was doing only for that reason, that is making people laughing and have fun. Absolutely on myself first.
Yeah, that's very important. I see so many creators who get stuck just looking at the screen and trying to to make the graph go up all of the time. And we know that it never happens. It's always ups and downs. And even this video that blew up then eventually died out, and then probably the next one didn't perform that well, and etc. So it's always the game of like ups and downs, and locking yourself, like looking at the screen, thinking about numbers only, not the healthy way to run it. And then can you walk me through like your first, like before you get the first ever payout from YouTube? So you were working a normal job, right? What did you do?
So I was working in a warehouse. Of course, I'm not gonna say the name, but I was doing a really normal job.
Yeah.
I was working from 6 till 5. I was doing also night shifts. So it was just a normal job. I was enjoying what I was doing because I'm gonna be honest, I was liking it, so it wasn't so bad for me.
Yeah.
But
and then the rest of the day you spent basically making videos, like learning the 3D software to make that. For how long you lived like that?
Probably till I started to August. To August or September.
Right. So you started around April, and basically like 6 months?
No, I started the channel in February.
February, okay.
Yes. A couple of days, 3 days ago was actually 1 year.
Nice.
Actually 1 year. I think, it was the 3 or... No, today is the 4th of February, so I think it was 3 or 2 February.
Yeah, okay.
Then I opened the channel, but the first video I think it got posted on the 8th of February or something. Okay. But it was from February till August or September, or something around that. Yeah.
So you work half of your day, you make videos for the other half, and then basically you saw the first results only in like June, July.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. And then in August you decided that like it's enough, you can now quit your job, or how did that happen?
Was probably one of the most difficult choices I had in my life, because it's a risk, when you have a job that is giving you enough money to live, you're sure that you're gonna get paid. It's a risk when you have to decide to stay at home and just working on what are you doing. But speaking about the first payout I got from the channel, it was probably in August, and I got $2,000 from the first payout, and I got monetized. I think in the half of that month.
Right.
So in 15 days, I monetized. I did 2K.
Okay.
So for me it was something that I was not expecting it. So after that, I think I waited a month, and then when I was looking through the graphs about the monetization, about the money I was making, I realized that probably I had to quit the job, because if I was making 3 times the salary I was making in this normal job, so it didn't took too much to decide. I probably did the choice in 1 week. I wasn't sure, I'm gonna be honest, to make that choice.
Right.
I called my parents. I asked them any advice, and if it wasn't for them, I probably continue working on that normal
Really?
job. Yeah,
So
because
it's them who recommended you to like go all in on YouTube.
yes, yeah, I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
really rare.
Yeah, I know. My parents are very open in this kind of stuff. They've never been like locked in like most of the parents that
Yeah.
it's something normal around parents, but in my case they told me if it works, why not? You take the risk. My dad is also an entrepreneur. He was doing something that is completely different to what I'm doing, of course. But he was the first to telling me take the risk and do it and doing it. So I never did something at that level before.
Right.
So yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for my parents, I would never quit the job.
That's amazing. Having the support at that early stage, it's probably like not many parents, as I said, do that, and it's very incredible that you were blessed with them, because obviously when you like started spending more time on the channel, like we'll talk about that stage of your journey now, but I assume the results like just completely skyrocketed, because again, the more time you spend on it, the more it grows, like as with any other business as well. So that's very interesting that to me that this journey took you so long, but again, until you see the first payout and the first results, and then it seems like you never considered quitting. Have you thought about it in a journey, or you were just so locked in on the sole mission of making people laugh that you didn't even consider quitting?
I thought about quitting before getting the first payout, because as I said before, I was doing that job and I was also making the videos, so it was killing me. Back in the time, I remember that I was completely dead from the job, from my work, but I had this goal of making videos. It was something that I was really enjoying it, but I remember that at one point I thought that maybe I had to quit because I was not sustainable anymore.
Right.
Me personally and mentally, it was not sustainable for me. But then I got luck.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then you were way bigger on TikTok and Instagram before YouTube exploded. So I think your first videos there exploded almost right away. So what do you think about other platforms compared to YouTube? Like, how did they treat you, and how's your experience with like getting views on TikTok and Instagram before YouTube even exploded?
So I think I first opened TikTok before YouTube, and I posted the video at the same time that I posted on YouTube. And on TikTok, I remember I did 8-9 million views on the first ever video.
First video.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I always thought that TikTok was something that doesn't make sense to do it.
Yeah.
But it gives you a lot of visibility in terms of views and the sharing.
9 million views, that's crazy, on the first ever video.
It is. And then Instagram, I opened it later. I think 2 or 3 weeks later, because I knew that on Instagram you can't basically monetize.
Yes.
So it had no sense to open Instagram. But then I just opened it because I said, why not?
Yes.
I'm not monetizing, I'm just doing this for fun. Why not? Just open it. But then with Instagram, I posted the first video and then I stopped doing it. And I think after 1 month, I posted all the videos I posted on YouTube and TikTok all at once.
Really?
Yes. And all the videos got a lot of views all at once. Yeah.
That's an interesting strategy. I haven't seen anyone do that.
It's not a strategy.
Yeah.
It's something that it was completely random.
Yeah.
But yeah, I posted like five or six videos, and they blow up completely from out of the nowhere. I was not expecting that, so it was a surprise.
Interesting. To me, I don't like TikTok. We spoke about it privately. TikTok is shit in terms of like how they pay creators, but I like how at the early stage of the channel, it can show you whether you're doing the right content or wrong, because YouTube is very slow to blow up, and it can take you like 5, 10, 15, 20 videos to see the first results. But then if you post on TikTok, you can literally, like, I remember my first video, it did nothing compared to yours. Like, it did like 200K views, but it's still, you know, the views. I still saw some results of the content that I was posting. And my first ever video on YouTube, similar to yours, it got like three views on the first day, and then like 17 views on the second day. So it was nothing. But then TikTok kept me going, because I was like, okay, cool, people are loving it, and it's just figuring out the algorithm and seeing what works on YouTube, optimizing for that, and eventually it will also work. So it seems like in most of the cases with branded channels, it works exactly like that as well.
Yeah, speaking about the algorithm, I actually didn't know how it works, but at the first time I noticed that they were completely different compared to YouTube. Speaking about TikTok, you know, on TikTok works for most of the funny videos that people likes.
Yes.
And once you get 100 likes, the video just continue blowing up.
Yes.
Because we know that in YouTube you have stages where the video gets shared more by the algorithm. So if you don't make a video that is specifically for the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't work. For TikTok, it was completely random. You know, I wasn't expecting to make all of those views at the beginning. So yeah.
It's good that at least you got the proof of concept, and you saw some reaction from people. And I know how active you are in your own comments. Like, you actually like read those comments and you take them into consideration. Yeah. So you send me some screenshots. You know, sometimes people, people love our videos and it makes you very excited. Some people hate our videos and then it makes you very sad. So you're very invested emotionally in, you know, how content performs. And I think it's like one of the strongest sides of you, and why Zeck Felms was so successful compared to other channels that probably care way less than you do. So can you walk me through your strategy? If you were to describe your strategy in like 3 simple steps, like how do you come up with these videos? Because to me it looks completely random, but I'm sure you have like a very short outline of like how you do it.
There is no strategy for me personally. What I do is just scrolling in every social till I don't find something that I like, and then I think if I can redo it in my way in a 3D animation video.
Right.
There is no personal strategy. It's something that we always do. Everybody does scrolling. Yeah. So I just find the videos that I like, and then I find a way. If I find a way to make it in our style, I just do it. If not, I just continue going until I find something that I like. Yeah. But as you said before, I always check comments. I always check what people maybe like more to see, and I always try to make more of those videos that people expect from me. You know. So for me, it's really important having a second opinion, that is the people that are watching the channel. Yeah. But personally, there is no strategy.
How do you determine that the video is going to blow up, that the script worth it, or the idea worth like remaking it? Do you have like what's the way of thinking? Like, is it basically like, oh, I find it funny, then people will find it funny, or like how does it work?
For me, it's always about, if I like it, I think it works. It's not something that it's related to specific strategies about making good hooks, or making I don't know, something that at the first 3 seconds is surprising the viewer. It's something that if I like it, I always think it is gonna work, because in my case, all the subscribers and the people that are following me I think they're very similar to me, so they really like what they see and what I do. So yeah.
So you basically build a brand around being relatable. So like they watch your content and they feel connected, they feel related to it. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I feel very connected to the people that are watching the channel. Nice. So it's really important for me having people that tells me, look, this video is really good, this makes me my day, I found it very funny. Maybe later I'm gonna show you something that it's really important for my journey. I received a mail from a mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
Okay.
She sent me this email and she told me like, me and my husband, we always watch your videos, and we have two daughters. One is 6 and one is 4. And they told me, just thanks for what are you doing. We always crack while laughing when we watch your videos. You know, it's something that it touched me personally.
Yeah.
You know, it's something really, really important for me. So
that's very nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. It makes me very, very happy and glad about what I do.
That means impact. That's not just about making faceless videos and making them work. That's real impact. And as you, I think one of the first calls we ever did, you said that you said something. I don't remember the exact quote, but you said something along the lines of the life is hard, and you just want to make this like 30 seconds of people's life better by making them laugh. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's so incredible. Not many creators have a goal, like any kind of goal, but then having a goal so spiritual in a way, so, you know, mindful. It's just credit to you. That's the sole reason why channel succeeded. It's not 50% luck. It's 50% like this strategy, and it's actually a strategy behind it. Even though you don't realize it, it's still a strategy because it's something that others can learn from you and others can start implementing in their journey. Not like by copying you, which again many people tried. There are channels like literally trying to steal like your ideas and everything, but they never connect with the audience to the same level. And I bet that most of their comments is like, why do you copy Zeck Felms? Like, why do you try to be Zeck Felms when you're not? And that's because you've built such a strong connection with your audience. And again, receiving emails like that just shows that.
Yeah, it's not even a message, you know. If I would,
email.
It's an email. Yeah, exactly.
Probably she had her credentials at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like official letter of. It's amazing. All right, I want to talk to you about something that probably many viewers don't understand yet. Zeck Felms is a very unique combination of your skills, your interests, and then obviously some luck that was involved as well. And looking at that, what comes to mind first is, okay, I'm going to copy Zeck Felms and I'm going to be successful. As we discussed, it's not going to work. Like this is just a unique combination that that can only be repeated once. Like if you repeat it twice, you're always stuck being like a copycat. So how do you now, like as you are today, like Mario 2026, how do you think about coming up with new niches and coming up with new ideas for the channels? What would you recommend someone who is like stuck at like ground zero? They're trying to find the idea for the channel. Like, how do they find it?
My personal advice, it's always to think out of the lines. For me, it means that you can take inspiration from someone, but not just replicate it, because it's not gonna work 100%. I always try to combine something that someone did and nobody else did before. So we spoken about we open another channel that I'm not gonna
yet.
Yeah. But yeah, in that case, I took something that we saw was working in the months before, in the past, and I just came up with something that is personally like the humor. And the first thing I thought was, yeah, this is gonna work 100%. It's not working now because it takes time, but I think it has a lot of potential. So my personal advice, speaking about the niche bending, is take something that it's already existing, but just make it on something that you maybe know how to do it, or you like it. So it's just do not copy something that is already working, because it's not gonna work.
Yeah. I like the way you adapted, because original concept of niche bending is take the format and adapt it for the market where it was never used before. So let's say, I don't know, you take Zeck Felms format and you adapt it for fitness, finance, health, like I don't know, like I don't know, real estate, whatever. But then the way you actually adapted it is you took something that you have inside you, something that you like memes and this style of humor, the one that you built Zeck Felms off of, and you now search for markets where there's no such humor, and you just bring that style of humor, that like your personal format, to those markets. That's very interesting to me, because not many people look inside when searching for niches. They go on YouTube and they're like, what is the most popular niche right now? What is the most popular format? And they always just like follow what someone else invented. But then you just invent it by yourself. You just like come up with it based on your strength and basically avoiding your weaknesses. And
exactly.
This is a very strong approach. And I know, like, obviously we're not revealing the channel, but you went for long form this time. So how do you see the difference between short form and long form? And basically why with the second channel that you're starting, why did you choose long form over shorts?
The real reason is because when doing shorts, you basically are focusing everything in a very short time.
Yeah.
You have 20, 30 seconds. You can also do a minute, but in terms of engaging is really, really difficult to engage people for 1 minute, So I just wanted to try something that I never did before. But yeah, we did long forms in Zeck Felms, but it was something that is related to shorts. Is the same humor, is the same kind of videos, just in long form long form terms.
Yeah.
So for this time, I decided to try to engage people for what they really like, but doing it in a way that they're not expecting. Simplify like that.
What do you say? What would you say is easier, shorts or long?
Shorts, 100%. Yeah.
In terms of like creating the script and everything.
Yeah, shorts, 100%. Because if you build a video, if you build a short in a very good way that you can engage people also for 15 seconds, the video is gonna blow 100%. But in a long form, it's definitely more difficult, because or the video is gonna just appear in your home screen, or if you don't search it in that specific topic or specific niche, it's difficult. So I prefer doing shorts instead of long form. Yeah,
makes sense. But then on Zeck Felms, I mean, we're now posting a lot more long forms, and they also perform pretty nice compared to other channels that try combining two formats on one channel. But I also a believer of, if you are a beginner, start with shorts, figure out the algorithm, figure out the script structure, the hooks, the call to actions, the storytelling. You just have less variables. You don't have thumbnails. Thumbnails don't matter with shorts. You don't have titles. Titles also don't matter. You don't have many things. Just dial in the script and video quality, and the algorithm is going to give you the views. But then with long form, thumbnails, titles, description, you want to avoid copyright music. There's so many different details that you need to understand before you actually go into that. And I really like that approach of yours, where you started with shorts, you blew up on multiple platforms, then you started long form on the same channel, and then now you're expanding towards more channels, and you're doing it in a long form format, which is way more financially interesting from the RPM perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, makes sense. And then what do you think about those niches that are not 2D and 3D animation, like AI slop, simple AI niches? Do you think this one is sustainable, or do you think it's just like a short-term trend that is going to fall off?
AI can work if it's used in the right way. I personally don't like AI. I hate AI, but I use it every day. So it's, I know it. But watching a product on YouTube that is completely made by AI is destroying the old how can I say, the old real way to make YouTube.
Right.
I remember that YouTube in 2013, 2014, they were just spreading the word about making yourself, how can I say that, just showing yourself as you are.
Yeah.
So
Being authentic, basically.
yeah, exactly. I'm feeling that AI, it can work if you make it in a way that it doesn't look AI.
Mm-hmm.
But watching videos that are completely made by AI, it's not something that I personally like.
Right.
But I feel that it can work, and it can also overtake channels like mine or yours. And we see this in these days that it's happening. But
Yeah.
there are many channels that are not using AI still, so they're doing very great numbers, and I prefer to watch them instead of AI channel, especially slops.
Right. Yeah. I also hate slops. They take our space in the feed. They don't provide any value, and it's basically like
Exactly.
it's the 6-second bullshit that for some reason people watch till the end. But I do like the use cases of AI where they can enhance the experience of watching YouTube. There's like literal, like almost movies made with AI, almost movie kind of quality.
Yeah.
And like documentaries, all these videos. And I think that, and there's also like AI influencers, which is also, in my opinion, like a big trend. And I'm highly invested into, understanding what's going to be the next step for AI influencers. But I'm a big believer of animated niches. I just love animation. I just love how it helps you, like how much creative freedom you have to engage the viewer in a way that you want. So what do you think is going to happen to 2D and 3D niches, to more like complicated branded niches, when AI is going to progress?
I think that 3D and 2D animations, they're going to be always on top, especially on shorts, because it's something reliable. I like them, I love them, and I always thought that people were always they will always be watching this kind of niches, because it's a product that is sellable, I can say that, yeah, and it works for me. It personally works, but I think that AI is gonna take a big step in the next years, that we are not gonna control it anymore. Nowadays, you can see, I have a friend that makes AI influencers, but not for YouTube, just for other websites. And
blue and white and
yeah,
black and yellow ones.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So the realism of AI is taking a step that we cannot control anymore.
Yeah.
And thinking about YouTube, it's something that, like I was saying before, it's something that is gonna completely destroy the YouTube past not topic but goal.
Yeah.
It was the goal was to show yourself, but nowadays it's not anymore.
Yeah.
I feel that there are more people that are making that only for money, that
Yeah.
not everyone is doing it for the same reason.
Yeah. What do you see as, let's say there are two people. One is doing it for creative reasons, like yourself, and one is just doing it purely for money. Like, how do you think their journey is different on YouTube?
I think that people that are making it for money, they probably have the knowledge for doing that. Like, maybe, I'm not gonna say that, but maybe in your case, that you know how to build a channel from scratch and making it blow up in 2 weeks. You know how to do it. But in my personal case, I think that making video only for your creative part is the best thing. Is the best thing in YouTube.
Yeah.
So I personally prefer to do that only for that reason.
Yeah.
It's not something, money, you can make money today, you can make money tomorrow. You have a life in front of you. You're going to find a way to make money. But as an entrepreneur now, I can understand people why are doing that and trying to crack the algorithm, trying to make a lot of views. It's normal. It's part of the market. So
Yeah.
yeah.
To me, again, I knew how to do that. I came from the agency background. I had all of the, let's say, tools available. I still had to figure out many things, but the main reason was always, how can we have a channel that is that is making us money. Like that was the goal from the very beginning. Still, I kept a very important part of it to myself. So let's say, like, with all of the hiring that we did, with all of the like team building, etc., I still took the, like, basically most of the ideas went through me, and I approved them and like remake them in a way that I would love to see content on YouTube. And I tried to not post any slop kind of content, because many channels that copied me after that, they did, like, they spread a lot of misinformation, a lot of bullshit, etc. So I tried to cap the channel for a good reason, while also having healthy profit. But if you're starting on YouTube, I think that your approach is actually better, because if you're doing it for the sole reason of money, after 10 videos that don't work, you're going to give up.
You're going to give up. Yeah.
You're going to just stop posting. But then if you're doing it for the creative reasons, like you just love what you do, you just love your comment section, even if it's 2 people, like you still, feel connected with them, you're going to continue, and eventually it's going to blow up, because every single time you get a little bit better at animating, scripting, a little bit better with the idea, and essentially it just clicks, one video skyrockets. And I think now if we scroll Zeck Felms all the way down, almost all of the videos have reached like 1 million views minimum.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so it's
not sure, but probably.
Yeah, most of them got views. So it's not the 9 views it was before. It's way more. So that's why I love YouTube. That's the reason why it's people say it's so evergreen, because no matter what you post now, the moment Mr. Beast's first video, now it has what, like 100+ million views. His first ever Minecraft bullshit video. Obviously, like there were like 13 people who watched it when it was released, but now 100 million views, just because now Mr. Beast is, we all know who he is. Makes sense. When creating those niches through the niche bending or any other strategy that you use, do you even think about like market as a whole? Do you see, like, do you analyze competitors? Do you somehow determine whether the niche actually worth it or not? Or is it also based solely on your feelings? How do you approach it?
We do have competitors, of course. And in the past, I was trying to analyze what was working in those videos. I was trying what the other people was doing. We're speaking about your channel, about Zeck Felms, about ROM. We were the top 3 or 4 whatever channels they are in the 3D animations.
That's right.
And I always thought that having someone from who you can inspire, it's really, really important. But in my case, I was not looking competitors as something that I need to crash directly, as a part of the market. So you can take your piece and that's it. In a case like Zeck Felms, you cannot overtake Zeck Felms. It's something that is impossible. It makes more views from shorts than Mr. Beast. Yeah. It makes, I think, 3 billion views per month.
3.5 some months of the, I think during the summer, he did like 3.5 billion in a month. It's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. I want to talk about the period where we started working together and we basically got in touch. So how do you describe your workflow? I don't remember exactly when it happened. So you probably quit your job and then we met, or maybe we met right at the time you were like considering quitting. So do you remember how your workflow worked? Like how your workflow looked like before we got in touch, and then basically how the initial conversation happened?
So I didn't trust you at the beginning. I'm gonna be honest with that.
Okay.
Because I had like 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And when you get contacted by someone else that is investing in your channel, it's something that it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah.
In my journey, it didn't happen before you. So I was not trusting the person. I just
You
got
just
a mail
received
from
an email,
exactly,
like
exactly.
basically faceless email. I think I had my avatar on the email, but
yeah,
it's nothing.
probably yes. But as you said, I got the first payment that was 2K.
Yeah.
Then I got the second one, but I remember that probably was in that period when you contact me.
Yeah.
I already probably got the second payment or something. I don't really remember, but I was in that period. I think it was in September.
Yes,
No, probably
early October, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We started working together in October.
Right.
Yeah. And so I think you just contacted me in September.
Yeah, then it was middle September then. Yeah.
Yeah, so August was the first month that I got paid, and then September was the second one. So after that, we started working together.
Right. For the people watching, basically the way it happened is I saw the success of Zeck Felms, the channel, and how it blew up. I first saw you on Instagram, actually, like on my feed. Then from there, I was like, why this guy isn't posting on YouTube? Then I found your YouTube channel and then basically started following you. And at some point, like, I just remember talking to my friends about how amazing your channel is. And then like just a random thought that came to my mind that is like, damn, like I should just reach out and see, you know, what this guy's up to, because I remember you weren't posting like too much, and I was like, maybe we can, you know, work something out. Maybe we can, you know, somehow work together and just scale Zeck Felms. So I basically just emailed Mario had this info@zeckfelms.com in his bio, and I basically emailed him saying like, yo, I'm down to invest in the channel, I'm down to help you scale, bring on board the team and everything. And I think like it took you a day or something, but then you replied, and I was talking to my girlfriend, and I was like, damn, look at this, like he replied to me. Like I didn't expect you to reply. Like that was one of the first emails like this I ever sent, because like we never did deals like this before. We only worked on a different basis, so not like partnerships, complete partnerships. So what did you feel? Like you didn't trust me, but how did you end up like replying, and what was your fuck me, I never say this word right. Due diligence process on me?
You contact me probably straight after I quit my job.
Right.
So the feeling was that in some way I got saved by someone, you know, because I was completely alone. So I took the decision to quit the job and focus on the channel. It was working, you know, but when you can do more, why you should not do it, you know? So I took the opportunity, and when I did my researches about you and what you did, I took the decision to start working together. So probably was one of the best decision I took in the channel. Yeah, definitely yes, because we implemented the quality, we built a structure that works.
Yeah.
We built a team, so it's something that I never did before.
Yeah.
I was doing it by myself, so it's probably the best decision.
So I want to basically understand, and not like understand, because I basically understand it, but I want to paint for the viewer two stages of your journey. The stage one, I would call it like a creator. So you were a creator and the sole owner of Zeck Felms and the sole producer of content. So I know that you had some kind of a whiteboard where you outlined all of your ideas, and then basically, from what I understand, you just went ahead and like executed them in Blender, in 3D software, like yourself, and then you just posted them. You didn't have much systems. I know you tried hiring people, but it wasn't really successful as well. So how would you describe this first initial stage of being a creator, and what did you like or disliked about it?
So what I definitely dislike about it is that I had to teach myself everything, from making the videos to making the ideas to finding, I don't know, new ideas, new topics or whatever. It was, I was enjoying it, but I recognized that it was it was very difficult. I had this whiteboard where I was just putting the thinking I was the idea I was thinking at that exact time, and I was just writing on that whiteboard, and that was basically the way I was working. I was just scrolling. If I found something, I just write it on the whiteboard, and then when I had the time to try to make it and thinking it in Blender, I had no system where you can make the hook, make the storytelling, and animate it. I was just opening Blender and based on the idea I had, just trying to make the video.
Yeah.
So I had no like lines in how to make the video.
Yes.
I was just opening the software and trying to make it.
Yeah. And how was your experience with hiring freelancers? Like, I know you had like two animators before. How was it? Like, how did you even find them? And was they good or bad? I assume bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad because I thought that maybe hiring people was probably helping me, but at the end I felt that explaining my ideas and my vision to someone else that it doesn't have my same vision, it's more difficult than doing it by myself.
Yeah.
So I think I found those guys on Fiverr. I probably paid them a couple of videos and then I hired them, but I think this is not allowed, so I don't know if we can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't really successful, but I have to recognize that the first long form we posted, it's not from me, it's from one of these animators, yes.
Okay.
The video about how I should speed works is not made for me.
Nice.
It's not by me, yeah.
I didn't know that, actually. I thought it was made by you, but...
No.
Interesting.
Because
it's till this day, it's the most viewed long form on the channel. Nice.
Because it took a lot of time to make it. I think it took a couple of weeks.
Right.
So if I probably would do that, it probably took me 1 month or more. So in that case, I decided to just delegate the video to someone else.
That makes sense. And what were the key problems that you saw back then at the creator stage that made you realize that, okay, cool, something that this weird guy from the internet, Tim, suggested me is actually worth it? Like, what were the day-to-day problems of being a creator in this business?
What do you mean?
I mean, for example, like with this freelancer, you could just like continue hiring them by yourself, continue growing the channel by yourself. Like, what made you realize that you wanna scale it and you wanna hop on a call with me and basically figure out how we can do it together instead of doing it on your own?
Because I always think that if there is an opportunity to grow in your life, you should take it.
Right.
It's not about the effort. It's not about the pain you're gonna put in that new idea and in that new opportunity. But it's something that you're doing it because you like it, and then you have the opportunity to grow. You should do it with your eyes closed.
Right.
Yeah. So I took the decision straight away after like a couple of days, as you said, because I quit my job. I had only that to do it, so I said, "Why we shouldn't? We can do it better. Why not?" So
yeah,
I just accepted for that reason.
I think it was barely a week. I think I reached out. Next day you answered. Then we hopped on a call.
Yeah.
I think it was Friday. I remember I suggested Friday, and then like it took us probably two calls to figure out the right way of structuring everything, and we got started. That was one of the fastest deals like this size of my life. That was very interesting.
At the end of the month you get paid, so it's important to get paid for what you're doing if you want to survive, of course. But I remember we modified a couple of points about the contract, about the agreement we have, because it was just something that I didn't like it. But then we were not speaking about money. We were just speaking about growing the channel and make things better.
Yes.
So I was happy with that deal. I'm still happy with that that deal today. So
basically, for the viewer, just to paint them a picture of like what happened after that, what I think we do best. And again, I don't take the credit in any of the creative work because I'm not like anywhere near as creative as you are in many of the areas. I consider myself more like a spreadsheet guy and the numbers guy, the boring guy, so to say. But the part that we do best is basically like hiring and making people, creative people, work in the right conditions so that they perform their best. And obviously, we also manage the numbers because besides just being a platform for creativity, YouTube is also a business. And in any business, you need to understand how much you spend, how much you spend per month, per video, per day, per week, like wherever. Then you need to understand how to manage those numbers, how to get the right output from the team, how to keep them motivated, etc. There's many boring details that many creators ignore. And it's not like opening an order on Fiverr and just paying them like 70, like $100 whenever they finish the video. It's a little bit more complicated, especially if you want to work with them long term. So what we started doing was just enhancing, like, and initially my goal, I think I said this to you on one of the first calls. Initially, my goal is to help you enhance the creativity that you have, like just providing you with more hands to do the work, to spread the laugh and the energy of Zeck Felms to more people around the world. So how do you see your business now? Like, what do you do, and how do you like it?
Currently, I still do scripts and ideas. Because the part that I absolutely like the most, but we've spoken about the final editing because it can happen that we make some videos that are not maybe how I was expecting it, or you can change it in the final edit. So this is the parts that I do. I make ideas, I make scripts, I modify the scripts that we have from the script writers based on my feeling, or if I don't like it or whatever. And then when the video is final and it is ready to be edited, I do the editing because it's something that I always been doing it in my childhood. I just really like editing the videos and making it in a way that can be more funnier than the animation itself. So that this is the what I'm doing currently.
With YouTube, and especially with deals like that, I think that the business is very much like founder-led, meaning you as a creative brain behind the whole operation need to keep control over the most important parts. And the reason why, for example, like we still have you on those like scripts and editing is because we had so many conversations, which at the beginning I was a little bit afraid of because, you either like the piece of content or you don't. And you're the kind of person that if you don't like the video, you're not going to post it.
No.
And at the beginning, I was like, damn, like what if we create like, 30, 60 videos, but then Mario hates them all and we cannot post them. Like, and I'm not like that. I can post like whatever the hell I'm told to post if I know that it's going to work, right? But then you need to deeply care about the video in order for you to even like click the post button.
Exactly.
So that's why we basically built the structure around you, allowing you to control the most important parts. And with Zeck Felms, it's what's the idea? Then can we make the editing as funny as possible with the sounds at the end, with everything? And then like how many people we need to produce as much of Zeck Felms content as we possibly can. And I really like the synergy that we had in this way, because then we build an incredible team right now. Like the animators we have are absolutely amazing. Like the way they also have fun making those videos, and obviously you not needing to do the animation anymore, having all the time in the world to do the most important parts, which is like the making the scripts as funny as possible and making the editing as funny as possible as well.
I definitely miss making animations.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
we should post some like one exclusive video solely from Mario, only for paid subscribers once a month. Like.
Yeah, what's the problem? The problem is that we have professional people that they do this for living. They do this because they like it. They do this because they are professional in what they are doing. So doing something where I'm not really good to doing it, maybe it's not a good idea. I prefer to speak with the guys. I always have been like this with every animator we have. I prefer to have a call to meet the people, maybe give them some instructions about if they didn't understand something. For me, it's the most important part, having people that they really enjoy what they're doing and they really understand what's the vision of the idea, the channel, or, it's really important for me that everyone that is working on the channel understand and feels good about what they are doing. Yeah. And then also who's watching the videos, it's really important to have, like I said before, a double vision, a like, or whatever that is, Yeah. For me, it's 99% of my day depends on that. If the people that are working with me, they're not feeling good, it means we are missing something in the structure. And the rest is not the 1%, but the rest of the 99% is that if we post a video and the people don't like it, it means there is a problem. So for me, it's really important what other people are feeling on me. Yeah. So, yeah.
And I think you built like very important and connection with animators that many people just don't care about. And I just can't stop saying that, but I think like it's a very big lesson for everyone just watching this. If you deeply care about the content you provide, you deeply care about the viewer, the team member, that's all you basically need. Like YouTube is a game of trial and error and just making this feedback loop as fast as possible while caring about, people that surround you, whether it's your team members or your viewers, people from the comments, your family, whatever. You make content for them. Content should serve them. It's not the tool to make money. Obviously it is, but then it's the main goal is to actually serve people. That's what content is designed.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense. I want to talk about something like this block, because we went through something that many people don't survive. We went through the Zeck Felms termination. So Zeck Felms was removed and deleted.
Yeah, one of the most difficult
deleted
weeks in my life.
Most difficult week of your life, but then we'll talk about that. But also one of the most deleted channels on the internet. How many times we got deleted on how many platforms? We're like Andrew Tate of 3D animation. So how did it happen? How Zeck Felms got banned?
I first got banned on Instagram. I got banned 3 times on Instagram.
Fuck.
Yeah, definitely, yes. The first time I had 350, 400k followers on Instagram, and I got deleted because of impersonation.
Yeah.
Meta probably thought that I was trying to impersonate Zeck Felms in some way. So at that time, I already had the trademark paid on Zeck Felms, on my logo and on the name itself.
Yes.
And I tried to send everything to Meta, but they just completely ignored me. I did the verification process in 5 minutes, and they rejected in 2 minutes. I remember that day. I was working. I was still working in the warehouse, and it probably was it was very bad. But then at the end I gave up, because at the end Instagram was not my main goal. My main goal always been YouTube.
Yeah,
because the social that I prefer personally. But after that I opened again Instagram, and I got deleted after 2 months. I gained probably 100,000 followers. Then I opened it another time, but for another reason that maybe I will explain. And I had 2,000 followers, and then I got deleted. But in that case, I also had the badge.
Yeah.
I did the verification process through the Meta paid.
Yeah, when you pay like, I don't know, $18, whatever it is.
Because I had the opportunity to do it because I already had the business registered in the US. So I did that. They verified, but then they deleted me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Meta hates me for some reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, I think our Facebook pages are also like 1 or 2 got banned.
Yeah, it didn't get banned, but it got monetized. Oh no, yeah, it got banned.
Yeah,
I didn't,
we didn't
even
try
remember
much.
it. Yeah.
But what about YouTube? YouTube was the most painful one. And what happened on YouTube?
YouTube, it happened probably the same thing it happened on Instagram the first time. I think something happened in the system, and I don't know if someone sent a report to my channel and told them, Google, look, this guy is trying to impersonate Zeck Felms, but we got the confirmation that also Zeck Felms doesn't actually care about us.
Mm-hmm.
So I got deleted that morning. No, yeah, it was a morning.
It was a morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
I
on a
remember.
call.
Yeah, I was. From my perspective, how it was is I was on a call with scriptwriters, and we were just discussing with you that we need to hire scriptwriters. So I'm on a call explaining scriptwriters how awesome Zeck Felms and how they need to work hard for it and everything. And I see you calling, and I cancel the call, and I text you like, "Yo, I'm on a call. I can't now." You tell me it's urgent. I'm like, "Wait, guys, I'll be back." I turn off my camera. I pick up the call, and you're like, "We got banned." And I'm like, fuck. I just hired these 3 people. I just spent like 30 minutes explaining them like, yo, we're gonna work, and Zeck Felms is awesome. Like, we're scaling it to 1 million followers and everything. And now I need to finish the call with them. Like, I cannot just like tell them in the middle of the call, like, you're fired, guys.
I didn't know.
Yeah. And basically like, you're like, it's banned. And I'm like, I'm already thinking about the options, like what we should do and everything. I'm checking the channel, and it says like error, like I cannot log in into the studio and see everything. So walk me what happened like on your end, like how did you see it, and what were you doing? This is for all faceless YouTubers or those who want to start. I scaled Art of War to $270,000 in AdSense revenue, Zeck Felms to over 65 grand, and other channels to multiple 5 figures a month, because we only invest into niches that are guaranteed to work. This is why on February 25th I'm hosting a live niche bending workshop where I'm gonna give you 3 key things. Number 1, a database of 500 ready-to-use hand-picked branded niches that are blowing up right now. Number 2 is my niche bending strategy to create new niches instead of blindly copying. And number 3, my personalized AI niche bending assistant that will create unique faceless niches for you. All of this come with a bonus of 2 weeks of the niche bending bootcamp that we host in a private Telegram chat. The total value of all the bonuses is easily $2,000, but if you join today, you can secure all of them for just 97 bucks. Scan this QR code you can see on the screen to get one of the 100 limited spots, or find the link in the description to join me live on February 25th. Okay, if it's too much pain.
No, it's painful, but it's something that nowadays can happen to everybody, so it's better to know. We knew that could happen.
Yes, I think we knew.
Yeah, we knew it because the content, maybe not everyone's maybe likes the kind of humor, the kind of hard, dark jokes, but nowadays we are not doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to not doing anymore.
Trying to be safe, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna tell that in that way, when YouTube doesn't allow you to do what you feel or what you like, it's not really good. But just speaking about the creative part, that, YouTube is a completely different world because it's owned by Google, but whatever. That day I just got up, and I think I just took a coffee. I started working on the PC. I think it was 10 or 11 in the morning, and we got this email, and then I just contact you straight away, and I was just I didn't know if crying or just kill myself. No, this I can't tell it. I didn't know if crying or just I don't know, trying to do something, but I didn't realize at the beginning, so it was a very hard time. I remember it perfectly, and it's not really good. Yeah.
We spent, so you called me, and as I said, I was like running through the options in my head, like what should we do? And obviously I had a few backup plans, but I never actually like did it. So I was also kind of shaking in the moment, because I was like, if we don't get the channel back, then we have a team of, I think back then it was like 3 animators. Now I just onboarded 3 more script writers. We wanted to see who's doing better. So we have a big team. We also have, I think we were waiting the payout, whatever it was, like 15K or something. That was also, we could consider it gone if we don't get the channel back. And the whole thing is screwed. We started working. We spent like 2 months building everything, and by the time everything was built, we get banned.
Yeah.
And that was like devastating. And we spent 2 days basically being banned. And I remember we like every single day, like, every 2 hours, 3 hours, you would message me something like, yo, let's do this, let's do that, let's not wait anymore, I cannot do it. And again, I'm saying it with a smile on my face. It wasn't back then, like, it was never a smile. It was like, it was very painful. And I could feel how much pain you are going through as a creator of this thing.
For me, it was like losing your son, because I built the channel with an effort that I never put it in something in my life. And then when I took a big decision, that is quitting your job and working on what you really like, for me was like losing the most important thing in that time. At that time was the channel. It still is, but it was a time where I had to take a lot of choices, and it was a very hard time to just watch, to search the channel and don't see it anymore in the feed.
Yeah. And there were a bunch of people already, basically from day one of us getting banned, just posting our content. And then in each one, like, their videos were actually getting good views. And then everyone in the comments were like, where's the actual Zeck Felms? What happened to Zeck Felms? Like, free Zeck Felms and all of this shit. Like, I didn't realize how strong the community was up until the point we lost the channel, because how many channels out there can be deleted in one day, and then basically have all of their true fans transition to other channels, basically searching for you.
Yeah.
That's incredible. But then
that part that the community did was huge.
Yeah.
I remember I was looking through fake copycat channels named with the same Zeck Felms name. And I remember that the people were commenting under these channels like, this is not the real one, what happened, or whatever, I felt like the people actually understood what was happening.
Yeah.
But till we didn't get the channel back, I had no possibility to communicate with anybody, because Instagram was deleted, and TikTok is not a good way to communicate.
Yeah, obviously.
I didn't show my face before that video where we got the channel back.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to do, So it was very difficult. So the part that the community did in my personal case, it was very important. It was really good. It was good to know that the people were understanding the situation.
At least they were like, for many channels, they get removed and nobody cares. Nobody even remembers that this channel existed. Like, people were actually like searching for our videos. They couldn't find it. Same way you just told me about the email that you got, and like some of them just open our channel on a daily basis, no matter if we post or not, and they couldn't find it, and they were not like scared, but they just tried to dig deeper and find it. They were surprised that we're not there. And then obviously we had the appeal process. We had our MCN trying to help us out. We had the Twitter post that we did with the hashtag #FreeZeckFelms. But I think one thing that I didn't believe is possible, something that you made possible, was contacting Zack Felms. You literally like emailed Zack Felms saying like, guys, I hope that you're not a part of this, because like we're not trying to impersonate you. We're not like pretending to be you or anything. We have our own trademark, we have our own everything, and we're just making, funny jokes. So how did that happen? And like, why did you have so much belief that like this is going to help and this is going to work?
I knew that Zack Felms knew our channel.
Yeah.
I was 100% sure.
Yes.
Yeah, because it wasn't impossible that he didn't know about our channel.
Back then, I think we were at like 700 million views, maybe like 600 million views.
Yeah.
So we were kind of, known in the space.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was one of the last chances I had. I decided to contact him, the team directly, and try to have an answer, and then gave us a solution. And if it was them, if they were the people that they did the report, they probably they don't tell you, if you don't, then if you take illegal actions or something like that. But they were completely honest with me, and I felt understood in a way that I wasn't expecting. It was really, really important for me to have an answer from them, because then we got the proof that they are not involved. And with that email, and then we asked for the permission to send to use that email as a proof that they are not involved in this situation. And then we posted on X, Twitter, whatever. Yeah. So it was really important. They also answered me very, very quickly. So
yeah, I also wanted to give them a shout out, because not many people would do that.
Yeah.
And
especially in the same competition, because we are,
it's a competitor.
Like,
they could just ignore it, and again, their karma is clear. Like, they just didn't answer. Like, they especially if they didn't do any reports, then basically they could just let us die this way. But then it was a lady from the HR who
no,
replied.
It was like a manager or something.
So basically who replied saying that, like, they have no problem with our content. They watched it. They
joined. They were happy with the situation. Because it's part of the market.
Again, and they allowed us then to use the email and like screenshot it, post it on X as a confirmation. And I think that's the exact post where Team YouTube replied that like the way it happened. Again, I wake up and I typically wake up early, so I woke up as usual like 5 a.m. and I remember that was like probably the most terrible day to wake up, because I was completely crushed by the whole situation. I needed to do some dirty job, some dirty work, some I don't know, like some hard conversations, everything. The team was like messaging me every single day, like, yo, like, what's up with our salaries, etc. So basically it's one of the days that when you don't want to be alive, you just wake up and you're like, damn, let me sleep for like 3 more hours. But then I pull up my phone to reschedule the alarm, and I see the email. No, not the email. Actually, I open YouTube Studio, YouTube Studio, and I see that the channel is back in my in a section with channels, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I open Twitter and I see the comment from Team YouTube that. Yo guys, sorry for misunderstanding. We just reinstated the channel, and I'm like. I don't believe. I still, like, my hands are already shaking. I don't believe it. I go on YouTube, I search Zeck Felms, and I see the channel. I'm like, immediately I wake up like that. Like, I was on on my feet. I was like working up until you woke up. I think it was a couple hours later, and I think I sent you like 15 messages about, like, firstly it was just like, congratulations. Then I was like, okay, cool. Now we need to do this and that. And then it was just a bunch of them. And I think you didn't even read them. Like, you just called me right away when you wake up.
Yeah, because when I wake up, I generally don't take the phone for at least 30 minutes, so I don't watch it. But I remember that morning I just took my phone, I just put it in my pocket, then I just went to wash my face or whatever. Then I took a shit, and then
okay.
Then I when you're in the toilet, you just start scrolling and whatever. Then I checked the messages, and I got a bunch of team messages, and say, what the fuck we want now?
Yeah.
Because for me, the situation was like completely, I was destroyed. I was afraid. I was sad. I was destroyed. So then I look all of these messages, and then I say, just call him. What is happening? But I was not expecting that the channel got back. I was more scared that you was telling me, like, look, we have no possibility to get the channel back. I got this idea. Let's do this. So then I call you, and then you told me because I have the lenses, and I didn't have the lenses at the time. I was completely not. I was not alive in that moment.
Yeah.
So you told me, look, the channel got reinstalled, whatever, and we got the channel back. So I got so excited in that moment. I know that I'm not someone that shows a lot of emotions. But
Yeah.
in that time it was crazy. I think it was one of the best feelings I had in that month.
Yeah.
For sure. It wasn't expected. It was something that I probably would not expect it directly from YouTube then.
I mean, to me too, because I think the first post on X we did, like I did, and because I have some audience, like obviously it got pushed. Also, we got so many people like spamming Zeck Felms, like free Zack in comments.
Yeah.
That was very nice. The initial post did like 40,000 views or something. And then we had absolutely no comments from Team YouTube, and that's not what typically happens. At least they say something like, reach out to us in the DMs, we'll figure out the situation. But they said absolutely nothing. I was like, what is going on? Like 40,000 views, like 200 comments. You're not even going to reply to this. We post another one with a screenshot of Zeck Felms confirming that it's not them trying to report us and everything. And then basically it's the next morning when they finally reply. And I think they did again. They did the research. They tried to understand the situation. They reinstated the channel and probably one of the most enjoyable moments of 2025 for me as well, because that was just like they crushed us completely, and then they basically brought us back. And I think go ahead.
No, I just want to say that the situation is getting worse and worse every day, because if you go on X, you know what is happening around YouTube.
Banned.
Yeah, so it's something that they need to fix.
But the problem is, like, inauthentic content, all of these terminations of like AI channels, I can understand them. Being banned for impersonation is a different kind of cookie to crack.
I never seen somebody actually getting banned for impersonation.
I think it's only the channels that actually take someone else's content and trying to launch some bullshit meme coins with the face of like Elon Musk, stuff like this.
So
deep sick kind of people. But then our channel had nothing to do with that, so that was really crazy. But then again, we were so lucky to get it back, like 2 days of being banned, and then I think right after that,
we wrote the MCN. We did the MCN process before. Then I think they contact YouTube directly, and then they say, let's do the appeal now. They send us all the message that then was useless.
Text and everything.
But that was useless because we got rejected in 1 hour or something.
So it was still AI review that basically confirmed the AI decision. AI confirming AI bullshit.
So it was, for me, having the connection to have someone else that can do this kind of stuff was really important. Like if I was alone, I was probably not here today. Definitely, yes. So it's really important to have connections around the world.
And also just having multiple ways to kind of get in contact with them, because for many people that get terminated, they just don't have any way of getting a human review, and that's the problem. Like that's the main problem of YouTube right now, because like I understand banning bad channels from your platform, but telling them that there is a way to appeal, but then not really giving this way for creators, that's what actually sucks. But it's good when you have connections, because you can get the human review, and most of the time it can solve the issue.
But I as I said, I think they need to fix the situation, because if you scroll now on YouTube, and I did a video actually. I record my screen. I was scrolling around shorts, and then I found this ad about this girl like taking out her pants or whatever. Then everything was blurred, but it was an ad. If Google accept those kind of ads, there is a problem. Then if we got banned for impersonation on something that we own, so it's. I don't know how to describe Google in this moment.
Double-sided policies. I understand that. We got the channel back. I think like that same day you post the video revealing your face. You never expected to do that. Why did you decide to actually do it on the channel? And how did you feel afterwards? Because you were so famous, nobody knew who you are. Then you spoke, in front of, I don't know how much, like 200,000 people saw it.
We had more subscribers. If you're talking about subscribers, I think we had more than
of course.
Yeah.
Subscribers, yes, 500K,
but
like
views,
600K.
Views, we were around those numbers,
So how did that feel, and why did you decide to uncover who is the founder of the Zeck Felms?
I have to rely again to my parents, because they told me the people basically like your content. They like your personality, they like your channel, so you should reveal yourself and show the people that there is a person behind the channel, and we have a team and whatever. So in my part didn't change anything much more. I feel the same as I didn't reveal my face before. So it's not the channel didn't change itself. I had the feeling that I had to show myself and show the people that we are working. There is a guy behind it. I just want to explain also my version, because during that time a lot of people took the opportunity to make a video about us and what is happening, and they just described something that was not real. They took the opportunity to make some views, but people didn't know the real situation. So showing myself and giving proof that I'm the owner, I'm the channel founder, and showing myself could be the best idea, because probably there was no other way to do that. So thanks also to my parents, I decided to do that and show myself. But then after that, didn't change anything.
Makes sense. I think that it also just deepened the connection that the channel had with the audience. Watching you talk and in general, going through the termination together with the followers, because the moment we posted the first video, you remember what happened to the comment section. They absolutely exploded. Everyone was saying Zeck Felms is back. Everyone was celebrating. It was like fucking Christmas. So that was amazing. And I think that that was also one of the most uncommon choices, but still a very good. And again, it's something that parents recommend. So again, shout out to them. It's very cool. But also, it just to me, it looks like a very uncommon way of running a YouTube channel that actually makes a lot of sense. Not many people do that, but it makes total sense.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. But I say, I got a confirmation, I got a second opinion with my parents and also with my girlfriend, I was like, if I show my face, nothing is gonna change at the end, If I have to go out and make some photos with the people, there is no problem, The goal was have never been to make money. I've never been to be famous, So I did it in a way that for me was very personal. So I thought it was the best choice to do it. But I remember that day exactly. But it was very hard to make the video. I think I took it in 3 days. The first time was I was crying. The second time I didn't know what to say, and then at the third time I said, I say what I want, and that's it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the podcast, you said that your journey changed who you are. What did you mean by that, and how did YouTube change you?
YouTube changed me in a way that I was not expecting it. You see me, and we had the opportunity to meet in these days, and I'm a very chill person. I don't show my emotion because I don't like to show me too much. I always have been very private. I don't like, I'm not a social person. I don't have a personal profile. I don't, for me, it's something that I don't really like. But YouTube YouTube taught me that if you do something that the people like and enjoying it, the first thing you should do is just continue doing it. So YouTube taught me that I can make something good in my journey, in my life, that is making people maybe happy or making them laugh. It's not something that you see because we don't have the people in front of us, because we are just making videos and we are not speaking to a crowd. We are not in front of a lot of people, but it teach me 100% to enjoy the time to enjoy the time about what I'm doing, and enjoy what I do for the people.
Right.
Before that I was not like that. I was just living my life without a reason to do it. If it's not to continue working and make those money, you need to survive, and that's it. YouTube taught me to be more polite to the people and do something that is more how can I say that, like more important than maybe is just working and do your life.
Yeah.
It's something really important for me. This is also why I'm really glad about the result we have today, and I'm still happy about all the people that are continue following us only for this reason, because they maybe just watch the video because it looks funny, and that's it. It's really, really important. I don't want to compare it to Mr. Beast, but Mr. Beast makes all of those videos because it's Mr. Beast. It looks the same way. For me, it's the same perspective. So it's really, really important. As I said before, it's 99% of my day is based on that.
I can see a mission in it. So it's not for the money, as we discussed. It's not for the fame. You're not you're not taking the inspiration from, again, people loving you and taking pictures with you. Like, as you said, you would rather just stay private and be very introversial.
Mm-hmm.
But then just serving people in a way that they spend 30 seconds of their day laughing because of us. That's a very good mission to have, especially for creators who obviously, like, that's your first attempt of YouTube, and having already such a high standard is incredible. It doesn't happen often. What if we try to put it in more like a practical way? If there's someone fresh, someone complete beginner, or maybe they tried some YouTube before, they did some AI slop videos, they want to increase their game, they want to have serious channel, maybe they want to make people laugh, maybe they want to educate people, they want to make content on YouTube. What should they do? How would you approach YouTube if you were starting from scratch today?
For me, the first thing is doing what you like first. Like if for example, if you like drawing and maybe you have a passion for for plants, you can make a channel that is speaking only about nature and just in drawing in 2D or whatever. For me, the most important thing is not taking a topic just because it's famous and replicate that in the same way. The first thing I would recommend is to make what you feel you like and what you feel it's really important for you.
Right.
Like connecting to the drawing. If maybe you like drawing because you're doing it from when you was a child or something, and it's something that you really like to do it. Yeah, why not doing a channel that is speaking about drawing? Yeah, like in drawing style. But then, maybe you did a school that is speaking about finance, so then you can do a mix in the channel. But at the first place, I think the most important thing is that if you like something, you need to focus on that.
Yeah. I see that as a very uncommon way nowadays. So in your journey, we see a lot of it. Like throughout the entire journey, it's basically whatever you feel is best turns out to be best for the channel. Whatever the ideas that you like, do the most views, whatever the direction that you want to take for the channel, it turns out to be like you're like a golden goose, you just produce this golden eggs like all of the time. And for many people, they have that in them, but they ignore it, and that's what just kills me. Like I would see a professional like a historian, like someone who falls in love with history, but then they would make a channel about fitness for whatever reason. You have all of the knowledge and the skills in you, like why not to look inside instead of trying to chase trends? And I think if someone was to take like one key thing out of this interview, it would be, for me, the most important insight is do what you like, because what you like is what you do best.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, because it's like working like me before. It was working in the warehouse. It wasn't something that I like it because it was a normal job, but then at the end it wasn't something that I wanted to do in my life. It's the same thing in the channels. If you open a channel that is speaking about science, but you're not a science and you're just doing it that because it's working in other channels, I know it's uncommon, and maybe it can take much more time than following the trends, but I think it can work definitely better, especially in building a community, in building something that is really, really different from other channels.
That's right. Well, it was a pleasure speaking to you. It's a pleasure working with you, but then speaking to you and actually seeing what's inside Zeck Felms, I think, to me at least, it was very insightful. I hope that it was also valuable for the viewers. If there's anything you wanna share as the last wisdom of Zeck Felms, go for it.
I would say just focus on yourself and focus on your vision. Just don't look at the trends. Just focus on what you really like to do, and that's it.
That's awesome. Well, guys, it was Mario, the founder and the creative brain behind Zeck Felms. Appreciate you watching. See you next time. Thank you so much, Mario.
Thank you.